Good evening and welcome to Croatia, to Osijek. It's Croatia versus Hungary. It's the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers. It's game day 9 and things are getting very interesting here in Group J. Croatia are at the foot of this group and are desperate to get a win here at home. Hungary are at 4-4 and they're fourth. These are the games today. Croatia-Hungary, Netherlands versus Poland, and Italy versus Lithuania. There will be 2 games over this qualifying window, so the teams playing tonight will also play on Sunday. This is Group J, the situation. Lithuania qualified, followed by Italy. Hungary in 4th, Croatia are 6th, and Croatia had a heartbreaking window back in September when, with their NBA players, with Bogdanovic, Saric and others, they lost by 1 to Lithuania at home and lost away in Poland. And this is the Hungarian team. Now, they are an emerging nation. They played at Eurobasket in 2017. There's Zoltan Pearl, one of their young stars, playing at Estudiantes now. And there's Ellingsfield and Darren Govins, number 40. Watch out for him, an explosive guard, plays the point or the shooting guard. But they're an emerging nation. I covered them in Cluj-Napoca, where they're in Croatia's group, so they've already played Croatia recently in tournament play, and they lost to Croatia that day, and then went on to lose in the round of 16 versus Serbia, who were the eventual runners-up to Slovenia. And now the Croatian team being introduced and led out by Vrje Peric. There's a lot of players here that have been supporting players when they've had the big players, the big guns from the NBA. And there's Bilan, he's got a massive job to do tonight, Miro Bilan. Players that have been on the periphery, coming off the bench, they will have massive roles tonight. And they will be looking to get a win. It is desperation time for Croatia. There's this game plus 3 others, another window in February. And it's only the top 3 teams from each of the 4 groups, making 12 teams that will qualify from the European qualifications. We're now pause for the national anthems. First, Hungary.
We start with the anthem of Hungary. Počnemo s nacionalnim himnom Mađarske. Please remain standing for the national anthem of Croatia. Molimo vas, ostanite stajati za vrijeme intoniranja nacionalne himne Hrvatske.
So as with all previous encounters, the national anthem sung with such passion and fervour, and this is a huge game at the start of what will be another momentous FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifying window of qualifications. Here are the referees: Georgios Porsanidis from Greece, Yena Yilmaz from Turkey, and Gentian Cici from Albania. Three refs of the highest quality, as always, for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. So the last window I mentioned about Croatia, Hungary were able to beat the Netherlands 74-59 and then lost, that was on the road, and then lost at home to Italy by 6. But Hungary have got pretty much their strongest team out, and they had some good continuity. And there is the Hungarian roster. Look out for Roscoe Allen, Keller, the leader, Vovoda, fantastic offensive player, Zoltan Pearl, an emerging player as well. Janos Ellingsfield, look for him to be playing in and around the basket, good athlete. And their starting five: Allen, who missed the last qualification window, Keller, Vovoda, Benke and Govins. So Pearl coming off the bench. Darren Govins has been a massive inclusion for them. And Croatia, it's a new look, as it has to be, and it just really tests the resources of these countries. So look out for Jove Perisic, Tomislav Zubcic, who's really putting up some big numbers for Igor Gia, 21 points a game for his club side. Miro Bilan as well. And the starting five: Peric, Bilan, Rosic, Junakovic and Luka Babic. Babic averaging 4.5 points a game, 1.8 rebounds for Croatia. And the teams will really have to come together. Stojan Ivkovic, the Hungarian head coach, he was at Eurobasket. Had a chance to speak with him at one of the press conferences. A really good guy, very determined coach, and bringing this Hungarian team through. And there's Dražan Anzulovic of Croatia. Coach Anzulovic been coaching Croatia since 2018 and has been the assistant for Croatia previously as well. So two top-level coaches. Now we are going to have a minute's silence to respect the passing of Patrick Baumann, who passed away in Buenos Aires earlier this year in October. 51 years old. He passed away due to a heart attack, and there is now a minute's silence. Mr. Baumann was instrumental with the FIBA World Cup qualifiers and also the Olympic movement. That was perfectly respected, and Patrick Baumann would have loved these qualifiers. I'm sure he is smiling down on the situation that we have here, that two teams are still fighting for their qualification, and Coach Anzulovic, Coach Ivkovic are going to be going head-to-head. It's Croatia versus Hungary in Croatia. Croatia lost both their games in the last window. Hungary split their pair of games 1-1. It's the top three teams out of the four groups that give us the 12 teams to go forward to China and the World Cup, which will be taking place 2019, starting 31st of August. There's Vovoda. And here's Keller and Bilan, two big men on the biggest stage, and we are off and running. And Croatia have the first option for offense. Who is going to be the hero for Croatia tonight? Who's going to stand up and be counted for both teams? Govins playing tough D as Bilan tries to set the high screen. Kick to the corner. Nice move, left-handed along the baseline for Luka Babic. It's a screen there by Keller. He is very intense character, as I'm sure you'll see tonight. Govins, Svoboda, he's got massive range all the way across. Foot out of bounds for Roscoe Allen. Peric to Babic, inside, Bilan, Miro Bilan, nice move coming back to his right, just couldn't get it to finish off the glass. Svoboda, again, Keller always available, and then he cuts in behind, he loves the... That was a mismatch there between Keller, he loves to go, and Martin Junakovic. He loves to set that high screen and then just duck to the basket for the alley-oop, often thrown by Svoboda. So watch out for that as the game develops. Good defense from Bilan. That's a really good matchup between Keller and Bilan. Svoboda from way downtown and straight through. Great range for Svoboda. You can't leave him alone anywhere in your half. Good D from Govins, nice bounce pass, but good recovery from Roscoe Allen, who makes up for his earlier turnover, stepping out of bounds. Govins to Svoboda. A really good one too. Keller keeps rolling to the bucket and shots up. That was a tough attempt there. Foul by Govins on Rosic. Peric. Inside, great pass and finish. Moving without the basketball, Miro Bilan. He's got to step up tonight. He's got to be massive for Croatia. Heroes will be born tonight on both sides. Svoboda, they know his threat. Allen now offering the high screen. Svoboda's long with that. I think he just run out of options. He can make that shot. Not on that occasion. Great hustle between Peric and Svoboda. And Peric gets it and spins straight towards baseline, and Svoboda commits the foul. Peric, there's not a lot of room there, but Bilan with great hands. Keller and Roscoe Allen right there. They just slipped the pass through. Good play from the home team, Croatia. Keller again, high screen, ducks away, but good defense from Bilan. But now they've got advantage, Hungary. Allen, and he's out of bounds again. That's twice opposite sides of the court. He's come back into the starting lineup after missing the last window. Not a great start. You can't be pushing that back foot back. Playing in Japan now with Shimon Suzuno Magic after a playing with Tenerife before that. Roscoe Allen, the number 5 for Hungary, so he's going to be looking to... There's lots of fouls being committed. Bilan is causing havoc. This time, Zilard Benki. Benki was on and Allen was coming in from the blind side on the baseline. Peric. Babic, another foul. They've got to watch this, Hungary. They've got key players on the floor. They don't want to be... Moment there where Babic was open. Rosic, still Rosic. Good D from Voboda. Milan from the free throw line is long. Voboda chases it down. Keller running the floor. Voboda not using. He does now. Keller for 3 is short. That's not his regular shot. Under 40% from 3. That's another 3 from Croatia. And Bilan right in the thick of it again with Keller. Don't want to be getting him into foul trouble. He plays with such intensity on the edge, sometimes over the edge, Keller. He's just got to keep control of himself. He's had to come out, and Ellingsfield, who hasn't got the size of Keller, is in. So Bilan will go to the line. .7% from the free throw line. And he knocks down both. He really is zoned in tonight. Govins. Alton Pearl in the game. Ellingsfield for 3, wide open. That's short. Good effort by Allen. They're going to have to watch themselves here, Hungary, as Croatia looks as though they're going to push it ahead. Great no-look pass to Bilan again, just running to the front of the hoop. Great assist, no look.
Normal 2, normal 2, ok, 4 side, poi 5 side, menjete, Jonsi, blok, ne varijato blok, Azona koji kopta lambda visa, back pass, ju enda gakoš pick and roll, ok, Vilagoš, egyszerű, ne komplikáljunk, jó, ajmo majster.
Just seeing the highlights. That's a great pass by Luka Babic. And Bilan is just absolutely on point at the moment. Some full court pressure here by Croatia. Janakovic on Govens, making it really tough for him just to get the ball over half court. Pearl, Govens, now they're under 10 seconds. Pearl, still Pearl, fouled, and will go to the line for 2 shots. And it's a foul on Peric. %, free throw shooter, Pearl. And he makes both. Hungary just got to weather this storm. Croatia playing with great intent. Real high intensity, moving the ball very quickly, which as Hungary reacts and recover, then they're finding spaces on the other side of the court. Peric inside. Milan again. Miro Bilan right at the front of the hoop, and he's up to 10 points already. Up until now, he's only averaging 1.3 points per game in 15 minutes of play, so straight away he's somebody that's getting the start, which he wouldn't have got in the last window, and being asked to step up and deliver, and at the moment he's doing just that. Janakovic coming out. And Hungary with the miss. Good rebound by Bilan again. Ball's loose. Bilan is right there, taking it right away from Zoltan Pearl. Fantastic play. Total domination at the moment by Miro Bilan. Voda, it's so tough for him. Peric tips it across. Smart play there. Mate Kalajic. All the way across, moving it really well into Bilan. Bilan, he's going to go baseline. He's going to commit another foul on Keller. Keller he gave him too much of a look on the baseline there. There was always going to be a problem. The angle of his body on defense there, Bilan was going to go in and score anyway. Bilan just continuing his relentless play. Nice pass, but Ellingsfield just couldn't gather, and they've got real problems, Hungary, here on the road. Zubcic coming over to help. Bilan. That's good hands from Hungary there. It's good hustle there by all concerned. Bilan. Zubcic. That's a crazy shot. Unfortunately, the time running down. So he had to let it go. 16-5 Croatia lead. Under 3 minutes remaining in the first, and it's been the Miro Bilan show, and Pearl is really struggling. Croatia have made a decision, and it's working out perfectly for them. They are not going to give the likes of Pearl, Vovoda, Govens any, and he actually stepped on the line there as well, so the halfway line. So they're not going to be given any respite, and it's really good tactics by Croatia at the moment. Miro Bilan. Zubcic back out. And it's a big three for Mario Rosic. Halting to Ellingsfield. And there's an offensive foul as well. It's not going Hungary's way at the moment on the road. Once you set the screen, you've got to stay set. And that's a nice shot there. With the defense closing out, they just couldn't get there. And Coach Angelovic is loving the start by this team. They're playing together. They're sharing the basketball really well, moving it, recycling the ball really quickly. And that's a great pass. And again, Hungary just cannot recover with the way that ball is moving. What can they get here? Pearl, up, under, through, and it's off his leg. And Coach Ivkovic is not liking that. He's on the court, he's going to get a technical foul. He can't come on court. So there's a bump, up, over, and just stripped out by good hands by Kalajic. And the frustration boiling over in the first quarter for Stojan Ivkovic. Zubcic. Tomislav Zubcic. There's time out here in Croatia. Hope you're enjoying the action. If I can just recommend to you, if you haven't already downloaded it, the FIBA World Cup qualifying app, and get involved on social media with This Is My House. It's the FIBA World Cup qualifiers all weekend. Each team will play 2 games all around the world. Every game live on livebasketball.tv. Let's listen into the timeouts.
Indulu ga nećeš odalo, i šledjen step out to stug, jo, Vilagoš, nem? Akoš, gjere visa, mi koji una nodora nek svisa, jo, ajde. Okej, ha for, or for, too small guy, corner, okej? No for, side one. Ajmo, gjeru, gjere.
So welcome back to Croatia. Croatia, the home team. Up until that point, almost playing the perfect game, but Zubcic not able to handle that pass, that bounce pass down by his knees. And again, full court pressure, this time being provided by Mate Kalajic. And Govens really being tested, but that's what you want. These are what the World Cup qualifiers are about. And we are late into the qualification process. Game day 9, and later on this weekend, game day 10, and then it's just the February window. And it's going to come down in this group to that last window in February to sort out potentially who's going to get that third spot. If Croatia win tonight, they're back in the hunt, along with Hungary, Poland, Netherlands, Lithuania already qualified, and Italy not far behind them. 3 teams from the 4 groups make the 12 teams for the European Qualifiers for China 2019. Zubcic again, he's just struggling to get into this game. And the ball's loose for Voda in the open floor. Voda finishes. Something positive for Hungary, something for them to hang on to going forward now as we enter the last 60 seconds of the first quarter. Shots up and saved, but stolen. Ellingsfield. And 25, Benedek Verardi in, finishing around the rim, not impeded, and a quick timeout for Croatia. So good couple of moments there for Hungary. They're not going to lie down. Very resilient team, very proud team. And Croatia have had a really fast start. They need to maintain that level.
Božo, okej, gledajte ma povratni pas. Gledajte, Božo, probaj ga uvest na zice. Okej? Ali hoću sad sa strujom, mali, gledaj bounce pas na struju iz rogova. Božo, tu raširi, prati na zice. Struja ovdje.
There's the top scorers for Croatia, Bilan, 14 points. Rosic, Babic and Zubcic in behind it. Miro Bilan has would have been waiting for this moment. He's been around the national teams previously. He's played in these qualifiers, but not to this level where he's starting the game in such an important game for his country. And a nice break there, and Verardi's just in the game, and he finishes. Important couple of plays there for Hungary. So how are Croatia going to respond? 20-11 they lead. And good defense, clogging up the middle for Voda. Voda, Eurostep, and good hustle there by Roscoe Allen. Missed it. And now Hungary are really stepping it up. Another open layup. Great play, great response by Hungary. They had a close game against Croatia in the Eurobasket 2017 in Romania in the group stages. So they know, and that was with the NBA players, including Dragan Bendac. So they know they can stay with them. Plus they've got Govins now as well as an extra boost in the guard spot, who they didn't have at Eurobasket. So Croatia have made the first statement. Now Hungary are dragging themselves back into the game. Govins took a shot to the face. But you've got to take it for the team in these games. Great pressure, and they're going to be struggling. They just get it in. 5 seconds to inbound it from the end line. 8 seconds to get it over the half. And that's good play by Croatia, making sure Hungary did not get a good look at a last second shot. Croatia lead 22-15 after the first quarter. Welcome back, everybody. To Croatia, and this FIBA World Cup qualifying clash between, it's a beautiful no-look pass by Luka Babic. And just great ball movement. Which resulted in that Villan tip. So Croatia really pushed out to a big lead. But then Hungary have just gone on a run of their own. But Miro Belan is the hero for Croatia in that first quarter. He's back in the game, and can he continue his good work as we go into the second quarter? Hope you're enjoying the action here on livebasketball.tv. Every game of the FIBA World Cup qualification is on throughout the weekend. Started early this morning and will finish in the early hours of Monday evening or the early hours of Tuesday morning, depending in the world, where in the world you are. But every game is being brought to you. Roscoe Allen for three is just short. And good job by Miro Belan, another rebound. Zubcic stepping out, guarded by Allen. 7-point lead for Croatia. Good drop off, Belan inside. Inside, and the ball is inside the hoop. Yet again for Belan. He's just in the seams of that Hungary defense. He just arrives at the right time. And at 7 foot, Hungary haven't got anybody that size who can cope with him. And he's just, everything's finishing around the hoop. Jump hooks, off the glass. And he's made every free throw so far as well. Exceptional performance. And good pressure again by Croatia. And this time Voboda turns it over, stepping out of bounds. Croatia doing everything they need to do as they stretch their lead to 10 points. Again, Miro Belan causing chaos inside the Hungarian key. Belan, 17 points, 7 rebounds. He's going to have a double-double by half-time comfortably if he carries on at the rate he's going at the moment. And more contact away from the ball. A lot of screens going on the weak side. And Coach Anzulovic shots up from the corner. Mustapic. More pressure on Pearl. Back to Pearl. And really stretching their defense out. Ellingsfield will take the three, and he'll make the three. Zubcic in close attendance, but Ellingsfield faked the first shot, Just gave himself a bit of space and knocked down the three. Babic inside, but good defense by Hungary. Pearl, Vavoda in the corner, all alone. It's good for three. Zilar Benki. And back come Hungary, 4-point deficit for the Hungarians. On the road in Croatia, massive game. And the shot misses, it's an air ball, and that's another really good couple of moments for Hungary. Great recognition of Huber's open. Because if you're pressuring the ball or sending a double team to the ball, someone's going to be open, and Hungary carried that off really well. 43% from behind the arc. They've made two in quick succession, Hungary. It's such a great weapon to have, especially when you're chasing the game. Good pressure again, great find. And they get the rebound. But then they just needed to calm it down, as coach saying. Ellingsfield was open. They worked so hard there, firstly to keep the ball in bounds. See the tip here, and Vavoda with the quick shot, and then the offensive rebound on the weak side, but they just needed to calm down there and then maybe bring it back out, and they'd have got another 14 seconds on the shot clock. Vavoda versus Janakovic. Peric dribbles into the defense, nothing doing. They're clogging the gaps really well now, Hungary. Rosic air balls, and Bilan there yet again, but the shot clock had expired. Zoltan Pearl versus Peric. Pearl. Great body control by Pearl into Miro Bilan, and bounced off him. Throws the defense off the jump stop. And Croatia coming back and straight back. Janakovic. Got a super game here. Croatia bottom of this group at the moment. Hungary are in fourth. And another three. Ellingsfield feeling it from outside. He gets caught up with Bilan. That's unnecessary. Very smart play by Bilan. Ellingsfield at 6'6", giving up 4 inches there. Maybe still a bit fired up from knocking his three down. Just needs to stay calm. 4 European teams are already qualified: Greece, Lithuania, Czech Republic and Germany. These teams would love to be booking a ticket to China as well. Miro Bilan. Dribble, kick out, high screen, not needed. Shots up, and it's long, very long, and up. That's an offensive foul. Babic speaking to the ref. Let's see what happened. Rosic with the three, which was off. He was really being closely guarded as well. And Hungary again, united together and just hanging around here. We're at the Gretzky Vrt Sports Hall in Croatia. Open three is good again, and now Hungary, for being from being in big trouble take the lead on the road. FIBA World Cup qualifiers at their best. Two teams going at it. Croatia almost knocked Hungary out in that first quarter with a massive run behind Miro Bilan's good play. Now Hungary coming back. Time out.
Ej, testiramo ih. Zabio nam je ovaj 22, 2-3. Nema testiranja nikoga je. Rekli smo da može pogoditi. Pera. Preuzimamo ti Roza agresivno, nema nesporazuma.
Just some stats going through Bilan. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for Janakovic.
Roza, s ove strane ulaziš u low post. Miro, odmah ga prati dole. Oni su u bonusu, nemojte previše šutiramo. Previše smo na perimetru.
Croatia are going to have to go again. They've already shown if they get the ball in to Bilan, let him make some decisions. He's got the measure of the Hungarian bigs down low, but Hungary have made some adjustments. We're clogging up the lane, active hands. Let's just see some of these shots. I mean, Vovoda so smart. Knows the double team has come from Zilar Benki's side, and he delivers the pass right on cue. And Stojan Ivkovic is loving it, and so are we. It's a great game. It's a game of runs, and Hungary are on one at the moment. They lead by one, just under halfway through the second quarter. Inside, this time. Inside to Marin Rozic, trying his luck closer to the basket, and this time getting really good position on Zoltan Pearl. 35-year-old playing with Sabona now. This is the free throw, but again, Miro Bilan causing havoc, reaching around and over the Hungarian defense. They've really got to box him out so he's not a factor, but at the moment he most certainly is. Bilan hands off. Wojciech inside, Bilan. Ball's loose, and he's just playing perfect. Triple teamed on that occasion. Zoltan Pearl coming from the baseline, but again he just goes up once he's got the ball up around his shoulder or head height. There's no one that can deal with him tonight. Great control and patience from the hero of the moment, Miro Bilan. 3-point lead, Croatia, and look at Zoltan Pearl. He's so smooth. He's a real pearl, he's a real jewel in the Hungarian crown. And that's a foul on Vovoda, I think. Getting so physical, trying to fight over the screens. It's his third game in the qualifiers. He's averaging 8 minutes a game. And there's some big shots right there. Once he comes out, Keller back in. Keller with 2 fouls. Got to be careful. Hungary 100% from the line. 4 of 4, but look at Croatia, 10 of 11. A lot of those are Miro Bilan. Nice job. One more pass. And still they got to get it off. Pearl with the fade away. And Keller, offensive foul. Just said he's got to be careful, and that's crazy. You know, he just plays on the edge. You can't be. He's got caught up with Bilan. Bilan's just allowed himself. He's allowed himself to be thrown to the floor, but Keller's so crucial for this team, and he's going to have to come out. And Hungarian team fouls. He obviously wanted to get Bilan off him, but Bilan being smart, any sort of contact, he was going to go down. He's 100% from the line, Bilan. Excuse me, 6 of 7. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. He's only got 1 foul as well. He's done all that damage and only picked up 1 foul, so really smart work by Croatia's number 15. Under 4 to play in the second. So from Croatia going behind, they've responded immediately. Pearl. Ellingsfield looking for the 3, but Bilan coming right out on a great double. Ellingsfield from the baseline is too flat. And Croatia, 1 shot, that's all they're allowing. Peric doing a shake and bake around the 3-point line with Roscoe Allen defending him. Janakovic, Peric offering the screen, it's used, but comes back again. And Bilan trying his hand from long range. Everything's going down from Croatia's number 15, Miro Bilan, up to 22 points. What an effort. Well, if he starts stepping out and knocking those shots down, he's going to be nigh on impossible to guard. Croatia back to a 6-point lead. Govin's in all sorts of trouble on the sideline. Really don't want to be trying to force it down that sideline because that becomes an extra defender. And Bilan, again, moving his feet so well, playing with such confidence. Shot clock running down and a foul. By Rosic. But Miro Bilan playing Asphalt this season. The French Pro A, and it's just a great story. He's come in tonight right from the first second and just took control of this game, and with Keller out with 3 fouls, it's a big opportunity for him. Benke only 50% from the line. Everybody needs to step up for Hungary as Croatia trying to deliver another big display, some big moments. Penetrate, kick for 3 is good! Domagoj Bosnek. Perfect execution again, and Croatia back up by 8, in control. We're ticking down to 2 minutes remaining in the second. Great FIBA World Cup qualification action. Roscoe Allen. That was a tough shot. He's gone all the way to the other side. And as he faded away, no back balls used, and that is a really tough shot. I think it was Peric trying to push the ball back, but that's a great push from Janakovic out to the corner. And gratefully received and knocked down. There's the 2-point statistics for either team, 61 and 57%, pretty good. And Ellingsfield just can't deal with the pace of Janakovic. More pressure from Croatia, forcing Hungary to take a lot of time just to get it over the half. It's worked really well, and they lead by 6. Govins, baseline, Allen, just couldn't quite get his feet completely under him, but he's drawn the foul, and here go to the line for 2 shots. Roscoe Allen, only 54%, 54.2% from the line. But it's all about these free throws now. Just got to step up. Zubcic and Ellingsfield, deep in thought as they focus. And Roscoe Allen fully focused there from the free throw line. Peric out. Zaganiec in. It's his first World Cup qualifier. Dario Zaganiec playing at Zvezda Zagreb. His domestic competition. Big moment for him. And Zubcic again, he's just rushing. Had a problem earlier trying to catch a pass, and then he's just a quick pass and the receiver wasn't ready, but more pressure. And back to the inbounder by Benki, Vovoda. 4-point game. Hope you're enjoying it here. FIBA World Cup qualification, European qualifiers and qualifiers from all around the world on livebasketball.tv all weekend. Govins, that was a tough shot. He was fading off to his right. Down to the last 60 seconds and counting down. That's better from Zubcic. Calmer pass. Shots up from the far side. It's good. Nothing but net for Croatia. And Domagoj Bojnak. Vovoda. Long and really making it tough for him, but Ellingsfield always active on the glass. Vovoda again. He's going to get ahead of steam up, and there he goes. But great defense without fouling. Zubcic, good up the other end. Great defense on one end, and a quick pass ahead. Time running down. Govins, still Govins, still Govins, and he's good for 2. And here go to the line. Extraordinary effort by both teams. Big crossover. And Mustapic. This was down one end. Zubcic finishing nicely there. Then straight up the other end, and Govins so strong. Not dissimilar to the way Pearl plays, can control his body, hang in the air, score from all sorts of angles. And Vovoda and Govins sit 2 of the potent forces for Hungary. And 4 seconds remaining. 3.3, excuse me. Good job by Hungary. Ball's loose, and time will expire at what has been a pulsating first half action between Hungary and Croatia. 2 teams that are desperate to win this game. Half-time, Croatia 44, Hungary 38. And Bojnak with 2 big threes. One from one corner and that one from the other. But the hero of the first half for Croatia. Half-time. Game statistics, it's 44 to Croatia, 38 to Hungary. And just looking at some of the stats, pick out what you want. 3-point range, 2-point range is good, 3-point range not bad. Just 11 rebounds for Hungary, 16 for Croatia. A lot of that's down to Bilan. 9 assists to Hungary, 12 to Croatia. Really moving the ball with pace. 8 turnovers for Hungary, 10 for Croatia. And Hungary, a lot of fouls, 17, and Keller is already on 3. So here are the highlights from the first half. And Croatia burst out to a strong position, but then came Hungary with some good team defense, forcing some turnovers and steals, and some good three-point, well, not that one particularly, but some good three-point shooting got them back in the game. But this is a great no-look pass coming up. And Bilan just kept running towards the front of the hoop. And if your big man does that, make sure you reward him, and they did. And this was good ball movement. One side, then the other, and in the end, inside. And Bilan all alone because all the defense had got dragged around. Bilan was found wide open. Zubcic had done okay, but there was a turnover, and Voda finishing. Govens finishes well, and Zoltan Pearl. But we'll leave you with the highlights. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great game on our hands here in Group J. It's bottom place Croatia versus fourth place Hungary. Two teams that are desperate for wins. It's all to play for in the second half. As we see Ellingfield 3, he's hit a couple as well. We'll be back in a few minutes for second half action. Welcome back to Croatia. For this game between Croatia and Hungary. Hope you enjoyed the half-time break. As we are at the Gradski Vrt Sports Hall. What has been a pulsating first half. Croatia leading by 6. And Hungary did come back and take the lead momentarily, and then Croatia have come back and really shown that they are a team to be reckoned with. A new look Croatia team from the last window, where they had the likes of Bogdanovic and Saric. And Hungary are changed very little. They have the same group of players right through this qualification. They were without Roscoe Allen in the last window. He's back in. As we look at Peric, he's got some big responsibilities for the remainder of this game. But players are having to step up, and no one bigger than Miro Bilan has stepped up in this game for Croatia. He has been excellent right from the first time he touched the ball, scoring inside with jump hooks, rebounds off the glass, finishes all close in, and then steps out for one deep two-pointer as well. He's made a high percentage of his free throws as well, and he's been superb for his national team tonight. 6 of 7 from the line, 8 of 10 from two-point range, 7 rebounds. So can he keep going at that pace? Keller is in foul trouble, who's the biggest player on the Hungarian side. He's got no points. He's got 1 assist, Keller. He's got to come to the party in the second half and stay under control. You saw him as he came off, frothing at the mouth almost. He's got to stay calm and give some Hungary some size close to the basket, defending that basket. So I'm sure Croatia will keep looking inside for Bilan. And if he keeps being a threat, that will free up the outside shooting and those outside options for Croatia as well. There's Bosniak, he has shot a couple of three-pointers as well at really key moments when Croatia started to push the lead back up. But their defence has been key as well, Croatia. Almost full court pressure, three-quarter court pressure the whole game as we restart the third quarter. Croatia in red, going from our right to left on the screen. Hungary are in white. Rosic, and straight back to Bilan. This time he misses. That's probably the first error he's made in this game. He was right at the basket there. He's been making those for fun throughout the first half. Newly signed for Asfalt in Pro A after being with Strasbourg before, and of Cedevita Zagreb for many years in the Croatian league. Zoltan Pearl, young up-and-coming star for Hungary. Roscoe Allen inside, Keller. He just can't get it over the top of Bilan. Didn't get the angle right. And another whistle. Hungary have committed a lot of fouls in the first half. Keller's on 3. Also Darren Govins is on 3. And there's a host, 1, 2, 3, 4 players on 2. So Hungary have got to carry on being aggressive, but they can't be getting players into any more foul trouble early in the third, especially the likes of Avoda. Nice spin, great move along the baseline by Marin Rosic. Turning back the years there. 35-year-old playing with Sabona now. Called back into the squad to help the country try and get to the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Inside to Bilan again, double team, that leaves somebody open, and that shot is from the corner and it's good! And it's Bosniak again, 3 from 3. Timeout, Hungary. Croatia looks so good, they look so smooth when they move the ball in and from one side to the other, really quick. Hungary can't get anywhere near on the closeout, and it's timeout.
Játszunk kettes, ne játszunk most, bullda, amikor első step van. A csapdáról be kell nyomni, hogy ne menjen labda ki innen. Megyünk egyszer egyes, úgyhogy négyes oldalon kezdjünk.
There's another hero emerging for Croatia. They're just sharing the ball. Whoever is open gets the shot. That may not have been the case in the last window with the superstars that they had at their disposal. With Saric and Bogdanovic, the vast majority of the offense was going through them. It's just being shared completely now, and Croatia looking good. Not good on that occasion though with the defense, as Peter Kovac straight into the game and straight to the hoop with a left-hand finish. Just off with the three-point shot. 9-point lead for Croatia. Zoltan Pearl, still Pearl, kicks, extra pass. Kovac, ball's loose. And there's a whistle. And a lot of questioning and quizzical looks from Hungary as they try to solve this conundrum of Croatia with so many different weapons. None more so at the moment than Domagoj Bojnak, the 23-year-old Croatian. 6'6", playing at Cedevita at the moment. And he's tasted success at the junior level, winning the gold in the European Under-16 Championships in 2011 and silver in 2013 for the 18s, and at the World Under-17 Championship he had bronze in 2012. So a lot of national team experience at the younger age group. Now he gets his chance to shine for his senior national team. Mustapic. Voda, high screen from Allen, who dives to the basket, but good defense from Bojnak. And again, is that a Hungarian player falling out of bounds, but it was an infringement there from Rosic. That's his third foul. And another whistle, quick whistle there on Bilan. Inside, outside, Voda's wide open, he won't turn that down. That's maybe, even for him, stretching his range there. Zoltan Pearl trying to find an open option. Roscoe Allen is good for 3. Played in Eurobasket last year, playing in Japan now. Tenerife before that. He's a potent weapon. Born in Hungary, but played his college basketball in the States and been in around the NBA with the summer leagues. Very physical game, and Kovac with the foul. Allen with the jab step, just giving himself some room to manoeuvre, and he knocked it down. Kovac comes out. Luka Babic in for Croatia, and at the line from Bosniak. Bosniak just going through the motions tonight. He's got a beautiful shot. He was voted to the all-tournament team at the under-18s European Championships in Latvia in 2013. So he's, as I say, good national team experience, and now it's his time to be on the national team senior stage. Here we go, Zoltan Pearl. Zoltan Pearl, that's tough. Maybe should have kicked to Voda. Now they've got problems. Zubic finishes with his left, or tries to, but no good. Allen, nice pass. There's a foul, then a block by Zubic. As Balint Hulti dive to the basket. That's Zubic's first foul. His foul was there and then he blocked it. But good moving off the ball by Hulti. It's all hands to the deck for Hungary here. Trying to hang on here. And Hulti knocks down the first. 50% from the free throw line in these World Cup qualifiers. He's played in every game. Croatia by 6. Peric, can he get going? Just misses the throw up there as he wheeled round. And Zoltan Pearl, he'll be disappointed with that open jump shot off the dribble. Babic. Miro Bilan dribbles in, kicks out, open shot. It's just too flat, but great rebound by Bilan. He has been awesome for Croatia. That might be an offensive foul, and it is. Great job by Balint Hulti. And that's Bilan's third foul. Just got his arm caught up, elbow in the face, and having that official on the baseline had a great view, and that's just good job by Hulti. Good acting. Make the most of it if you feel the contact. It's a game within a game, playing in the post, trying to get an advantage, get an edge, and Hungary come out on top in that exchange. So, Martin Janakovic in for Croatia. Great pressure again, and a steal by Croatia, and good job by Peric with the steal. And Janakovic straight on the scoreboard. That's sloppy by Hungary, but it's great defense by Croatia. Extra pass, Ellingsfield is short for 3. And it's an 8-point lead, and Peric looks full of life. He's been averaging 22 minutes a game in the 3 qualifiers he's played so far. 9.7 points a game. %75% from the free throw line. And he makes both. So I hope you're enjoying the action from the Grazie VRT arena in Osijek, Croatia. FIBA World Cup qualifiers, the road to China. And this is a big moment. Roscoe Allen, good defense by Peric, and he turns it over. And Croatia are really starting to put the pressure on. They lead by 10. It's another turnover for Hungary. It's 11 turnovers for Hungary now. Croatia penetrate, kick, wide open threes. It's just missed by Babic. And Vovoda have Hungary got enough energy in them to come back again from a deficit. They're 10 down at the moment. Vovoda, such a tough shot. They're playing him really well. He's only got 7 points. And he's invariably Hungary's top scorer. He's averaging 16.3 points a game, so that's how well they're playing him at the moment. And making him take tough shots or pass it off. Govins for three. That's long. Babic. Zageniuk. Hesitation, kick, Peric thinks about the three, just drops it up. Good rebound by Allen, or he started off the rebound, and Benedek Verardi collects it and gives it to Vovoda. 3 minutes remaining in the third, 10-point lead for Croatia. Both teams in team fouls. Allen will take this for three, short, just not quite enough legs. Allen, out, he thought it was a foul, but it's a good block. And now Croatia come, they penetrate, they kick, and they knock down the three, and it's that man again, Domagoj Bojnak. No hesitation. The 6'6", 23-year-old is coming to the party. It's just showing the depth they've got in Croatian basketball. And it's big problems now for Hungary and Coach Ivkovic. Timeout.
Vidite, mismatch one, hey, you and the big guy, mismatch, shot, come on. Von mismatch one, minden vade tököljünk valaha, jobbra-balra, hey. Ne adjunk, hogy a bíró meg körülmegyek, megeszi minket. Halló! Kurva élet!
Coach Ivkovic is he's getting so frustrated. He's trying to get through to his players, but Croatia have moved. Look at the rotation on that shot. That is perfect. Domagoj Bojnak. Up to this point in the qualifiers, he's played 2 games, no points. But again, he wouldn't have been taking many shots, or as many, and not getting the minutes. But now it's his time to shine, and that's the beauty of these qualifiers. That it's giving chances for young players to come in to their senior national teams and flourish and play important minutes. And Bojnak's doing that, and of course the older Bilan, who's been around the national team before and played for them. It's the first time he's had massive minutes. Again, Pearl just missing that jump shot on the baseline. But he's got major minutes tonight, Bilan, and he's not letting his country down at all. And penetrate, kick to the other side. Babic flat again. His shot has been flat tonight. Good job by Keller. And they're asking for a double dribble. Govins. Again, Govins outsized by the defence, and Babic just keeping his hands up. End-line ball, Hungary. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Keller goes strong, and he just can't get it to finish. Almost a steal by Pearl. Janakovic has it. Peric with the high screen. Just drifts away. Another screen coming from Zaganic. And a block by Keller. That's why they need him in there. Akos Keller. Using his energy and his enthusiasm and his intensity in the correct way there. He's playing with 3 fouls, but they're in a situation now. They're 13 down. They need things to turn around really quick, and Keller goes to the free throw line. Only 37.5% from the line, and he misses another. And that's his first one tonight. He's just got to relax. Take a deep breath and hold your follow through, and there you go, much better. So Croatia on top at the moment, but Hungary came back a couple of times in the first half. Have they got it in them to do it again, or will Croatia let them in? And there's a loose ball. Good job by Keller. Not over-helping, and Peric just moving without the ball, and nothing Hungary could do about that. Peric up to 4 points personal. Shots up, and it's good for Zoltan Pearl. That's massive for him. Massive for Hungary, just keep them in touch. Under a minute remaining in the third. FIBA World Cup qualification basketball from Osijek in Croatia. Penetrate, kick, they've done it so well. Inside, good patience. And they get the rebound. Zaganic. Fantastic offensive rebound. Peric goes left, finishes with his right hand, goes up and rounds Ellingsfield. He's coming to the party now, just when they needed Peric. He's right there delivering for his country. Back to 13, balls loose, Pearl gets it. Pearl is fouled by Janakovic, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. And that's just great job by Peric, just coming from the blind side of those defenders. Just took their eye off him for a second. And then, that's really tough. He's going left, brings it back to his right side as Ellingsfield keeps going. And that allows him to just get the ball up and knock it down. Substitutions. And Zoltan Pearl at the line. And he misses. He's not being on top of his game tonight. Pearl is 83% from the line. Makes the second. And now Hungary putting on some pressure. And the, oh! Just as the time expires, Martin Junakovic goes coast to coast. We're just going to check the screen. And Coach Ivkovic is just being told to move away. It's great play. He's gone past Benke. He's got Berardi. He throws it up. And essentially, I think we're going to have to see the clock in the same shot as the play. I don't think they're going to be giving it. At the end of the third, it's Croatia 62, Hungary 50.
World. FIBA Basketball World Cup is right here. You want it? Come and get it.
So there's some of the stats from the first half, and here's from the third quarter and other parts of the game. And there's a really nice spin move by Rosic. So Croatia are in control here. Have Hungary got another push inside them? Can they get back in this game? Because at the moment Croatia are on top. And behind the excellent play right from the start of Miro Bilan, but then Domagoj Bosnak, the 23-year-old, who's had big success with the age group teams. And again, Pearl is in big trouble with Mustapic. And again, tough shot for Pearl. Might have been easier off the glass. And then Peric has also come in and started to play well offensively. It's been a good team performance. And there's a miss from the left with his right hand by Jakov Mustapic. Benedek Berardi. And back to Vovoda. Has he got a big fourth quarter coming? There's the rebound differential, 29 to 25. And another turnover. And again, you saw Roscoe Allen's back foot just push back. He's got to get out of that habit, especially when he's close to the sideline. Nice fake and drive. And block. He just slowed down too much, Mustapic. And collision, mid-court. And Zoltan Pearl, they didn't want him to get all the way to the basket there. Pericic and Cario. A sandwich for Zoltan Pearl there, and but they were making sure he wasn't going to get to the basket and give Hungary a lift. They're going to decide if that's going to be an unsportsmanlike, and it is. So that's a good break for Hungary. both. Back to a 10-point advantage. And one thing that Zoltan Pearl is doing well tonight is from the free throw line, 5 of 6. I've just got to get Vovoda going, Hungary. If he can knock down a couple of shots, Keller stays in the game, they've got a chance. And Pearl attacking Mustapic. Roscoe out, stepping out. Vovoda having to come a long way from the basket. Vovoda goes, hesitation. That's better from David Vovoda. Really nice hesitation, almost his signature move. Dribbles back and then explodes forward, and good touch off the glass. We're back to 8-point advantage. Croatia just can't completely shrug. A very resilient Hungarian team off or away, and here they come again in the open floor. They've got numbers. It's not a great pass, but Vovoda collects it and misses. That wasn't the ideal pass, as Vovoda had stayed out on the behind the three-point arc initially. Shots up, in and out for Croatia. Crucial moments now in this World Cup qualification campaign for both these nations. Croatia, number 8 in the world ranked by FIBA. Hungary, 39. And the 39th ranked team have got the ball in a minute. Zoltan Pearl for 3 is good! Peric couldn't get to him. Zoltan Pearl makes him pay. It's timeout in Osijek, Croatia. What excitement these World Cup qualifiers are bringing. Two teams are so closely matched. Let's listen in.
Ide jedan Marti, 2 bole, 3 roza, 4 zumbo, 5 miro. Ej, prva akcija, 5 dole za mira. Nemamo više dubinu, samo šutira. Okej, kreći se strana pomoći, kreći se strana, jedan uskači.
There's the stats. Rebounders. Bilan, 1 rebound away from the double-double. And he thoroughly deserves that. Played really well from the start, but Vovoda, whoops, hesitates back, forward, and off the glass. Very clever player, David Vovoda. Played so well at Eurobasket. And continuing that alongside Pearl and Govins. And then Pearl makes a 3. That's a big, big shot for Zoltan Pearl. He's 2 of 2 from 3, only 2 of 8 from 2. Now the Croatian fans, as the lead is back to 5, have been here already in this game. They've seen a lead they had in the first half disappear, and Hungary momentarily took the lead. They don't want to see it again. Shots up, short. And Zoltan Pearl knew what he was doing. It's that man again, Bilan. They can't deal with him once he gets close to the basket. And this time he had great position on Pearl. So Pearl took 1 for the team there. Junakovic is going to inbound. And Ellingsfield in, Keller out. Keller on 4 fouls. 7:21 remaining. Oh, great out-of-bounds play. Great curl cut, Rosic. Perfectly executed. And straight away, Croatia extend their lead. Keeping Hungary at bay just. Verardi. And they're coming out so far, they've got to get the shot up. Zoltan Pearl, ball not loose, but it's on the line. They've got 1 second remaining. I wonder if they'll bring Keller back just to throw it up by the hoop. That's perfect. There would have been some sort of screen action at the top, and Ivkovic would not like that. They've just got to throw it up, and Oh, really good execution, but Ellingsfield just couldn't quite catch and finish in mid-air. Wojciech, they won't be wanting to let him get his feet set and looking at the basket. Zubcic, they need something big from him, and their ball's loose. Instead, Pearl steals. Pearl in the open floor. Pearl, but great defense. Svoboda is good for three. They somehow got the finish they wanted, but that ball was bouncing around. And it came to the safe hands of David Svoboda, who knocks down his biggest shot of the night. 4-point lead, Croatia. Reminder, they are bottom of their group at the moment. If they lose, they will go to 3-6 with only 3 games remaining. 1 more in this window, 2 more in February. These two teams will play each other again in Hungary. And that is just beyond the 3-point line. And Svoboda won't miss many of those when he's wide open. 2 of 6 tonight from behind the arc. So Croatia in red. And a nice finish. Martin Janakovic. Different players are stepping up at different moments. And that's another player who's doing himself proud and doing his chances of continuing to wear the shirt of Croatia no harm whatsoever. Svoboda, just short. Would have been a really tough three, but he can make them. Janakovic inside to Zubcic. Zubcic wants it back against Keller. He's got size advantage. It's in and out, good rebound, Benedek Verardi. And he pushes the Hungarian teammates away. Zilard Benki is in. Verardi. And Ellingsfield fakes. Free throw line jump shot is off. And Roscoe Allen doing his best to fight for the offensive rebound, but Croatia come away with it. Zubcic. High screen. That was a big moment. That was a wide open free throw shot. Ellingsfield, I'm sure, has made many of those. Not this time. Zubcic against Svoboda. Shot clock running down. Extra pass, shots up. It's partially blocked. Big moment. Great block by Benki. And it was Wojciech that was about to fire another potential 3-point dagger into the heart of Hungary, but it wasn't that time. Verardi and Miro Bilan just able to stick his leg out to stop that pass coming in. Janakovic, that's a really nice pull-up, hard jump stop, just creates the space as Svoboda takes the extra step on defense. Janakovic, 6 points, 5 assists. Nice screen down, and there's Keller. He can't finish, and again, it's that man, Miro Bilan. Changing the shot of Kelly, may have got a piece of it as well. That's a hard foul on Janakovic. Janakovic. Bilan hands it back to Janakovic. Govins comes back to him. Oh, great pass and finish. What a pass over the top by Janakovic from Zubcic. Really strong athletic finish right at the hoop. Keller, and he gets one to go over Bilan. Keller up to 3 points. Jinakovic versus Govins. That's another great matchup. Two top players. There's the points in the paint. Croatia got the advantage by 10. Extra pass. And Ellingsfield didn't want Osnajak to get that 3 up. That's a great assist and finish. Zubcic at 6'11". Having a good season for Igor Kia domestically, and he's carrying that on, playing well for his national team. There's the shot up, and it's just short. Good defense. Again, they've really stepped out. Bosniak, Govins, and he's passed that without looking, I think. It was the right pass, but Ellingsfield needed to be a step further down the court. And that's just panic, a little bit of panic there from Gary Govins. You don't see that normally. It's just pressure. So Elton Pearl takes a seat. Lots of changes. Inside. Oh, good strip by Govins. Stroll it off Marin Rozic. So can Hungary drag themselves back in again? Keller is fouled by Jinakovic. All right, Bosniak. Jinakovic has tasted success in the junior level for Croatia, winning gold at the under-16s European Championships in 2010. Miro Bilan continuing to play great basketball. Vovoda with a floater gets into the heart of the Croatian defense. This game is still on a knife edge. 14 points for Vovoda, nearly up to his average for the World Cup qualifiers of just over 16. Keller has only got one more foul. He's playing tough. And Zubcic is causing issues now. He's stepping up. Vovoda showing his full range of offensive arsenal with the hesitation dribble earlier off the glass. That one there, the floater. He's shown it during these World Cup qualifiers and Eurobasket 2017 where he was outstanding. Zubcic. Nothing but net. He's been averaging 5 points a game, Zubcic, up until this game, and he is up to 10 points right now, double his average, but that's what these Croatian players have to do. They've got to play above themselves. Bilan is playing fantastically. So is Bosniak and Jinakovic. A whole host of players for Croatia have done well, and there's another turnover. It's just pressure. Pressure put on by this fantastic Croatian defensive effort. They've only made 2 steals, Croatia, but they have forced Hungary into a number of errors. Whether there's calls at the step on the sideline or just throw the ball away. That was Vovoda, Govins before him. Just strong, solid defense by the team in red. Bilan, hands off to Mustapic. Mustapic all the way to the basket. Went past Keller, and this could be the final push for Croatia. They're 8 points up. In Aussie Czech Croatia, it's time out.
Juna Zozo. Te Voja. Jeremy. Aki lopta. Aki lopta. Fijeju ma ide.
It's the top scorers for Hungary, Pearl and Voda.
Ti ketten itt vagytok.
Alan
Csak
and
cseréltek
Benki.
át. Jó? Rosko. Jön a labdáig. Itt. Voja. Elmész blokk ide. Hogy hívják? Zolino. Ákos. Igen.
Hungary, who played the Netherlands on Sunday.
Gól kell. Gól kell.
And Croatia will face Lithuania on Sunday. So these are just a massive game for Croatia, because going to Lithuania for them is going to be really tough. They had such a heartbreaking result against them in the last window, losing by 1. And there's Miro Bilan with his double-double of 22 points, 13 rebounds. He's been superb, the newly acquired Asfel player in the French Pro A. And before that in Strasbourg, put up good numbers as well, and he's continuing it here with his big chance in this game, and he's delivered. And brilliant touch by Zoltan Pearl. They won't go away, this Hungarian team. Pearl just hangs in the air. You think he's gone too far, he's running out of angle. No, he hasn't. High off the glass. And he scored an improbable two. In fact, he's gone behind the glass. And he's just brushed off the backboard. That is superb touch by a top quality player. It's going to be an interesting last 70 seconds in regulation. Who's going to hold their nerve? Penetrate, kick, extra pass, sideways dribble, it's off, but they get an offensive rebound. That's massive. And Marin Rozic, if they can get a score here as well, they don't lose ball, still loose, and it's off the leg of a Croatian player. Wojciech was right there. Ball thrown up, Allen's there, ball's loose, and it comes off, excuse me, Zoltan Pearl. So, is it David Vovoda time? Keller. Or is there going to be another hero? Benki, great defence, or great effort. Croatian players. There is Rozic there right in the middle of it, just throwing their bodies in to try and play some help. He's actually stumbled. And I don't know about that. He's stumbled and he's fallen into Allen. If he hadn't have done that, Allen may well have been able to pick up that pass. So Croatia, just going to see, as they're in the last 2 minutes, if it is off a Croatian player or Hungarian player. You see Rozic stumble, and then he's falling into Allen. I think Allen's complaining. Benki is a solid player, but I thought for that moment, in such a huge game, the ball would be in the hands of Vovoda or Zoltan Pearl to make the decision. Benki can be a recipient of that decision, but that pass was not really on, because he's got one player coming to him, you've got two over helping, including Bilan, and it would have been very tough for Allen to score off that, even if he caught it cleanly. Keller, still Hungary's ball. Zoltan Pearl pulls up, 2-point shot, and it's a foul by Jakov Mustapic. It's his fourth, just a little step back. Desperation, don't fail the jump shooter. I'm sure Coach Anzelovic is screaming out, but again, Zoltan Pearl making things happen for his country. Now, Pearl, 6 or 7 tonight, 85.7%, above his average for the qualifiers. knocks that down. He can make it a one-possession game if he makes this. 19.7 seconds remaining. Croatia just haven't been able to shake off this plucky Hungarian team, but we sort of know it would be like this. Now I think the pressure will come from Hungary following the timeouts. Hungary will be defending the inbounds. Croatia will be able to advance to the front court. And it's timeout here in Osijek, Croatia. It's 6th versus 4th in Group J.
Lopta je ovdje. Lopta je ovdje. Roza, s loptom. S loptom si ovdje. Roza, slušaj me ovo, gledaj ovo.
The assist leaders for Croatia, 6 for Janakovic. He's had a really good game, really worked his way into. He's had 6.6 assists, really worked his way into the game. It's been a good team effort from both teams. Led by Miro Bilan, who leads both teams. 22 points, 13 rebounds, 1 assist. But he's on 4 fouls. If it goes into overtime, that might be an issue for Croatia if he gets another foul. He's indicating to the ref, I think, that he wants to advance the ball. So it's been great entertainment. Ivkovic, a really nice demeanour, the big man, the big head coach for Hungary. It's a pressure cooker situation for these two teams. What can Croatia make from this sideline? Inbounds. Both teams in team fouls. Rosic to inbound. And Zubcic gets free. Back to Rosic, into the corner, and it's a foul. And they will go to the line. Domagoj Bosniak. It's 3 or 4 tonight, 75%. Excuse me, that is correct. 4 of 7 from the three-point line. And misses that. He started off so, he made 3 in a row. 4 in a row. The 4 he made were all in a row. Then he's missed 3 three-pointers and he's missed that as well, but he gets his own rebound. Great heads-up play. Really thinking clearly. He would have known he missed that. He would have been the first person to know. And the ball's loose again. Hungary can't retrieve the defensive rebound, and that could be massive because he's back to the line. And now he makes the second. And the second trip to the line. Croatia with 9 offensive rebounds to Hungary's 7. And he makes the next 2. That's great concentration, staying in the moment. Croatia's 19, and they get the steal. But then they're going to possibly lose it back. Keller, give it to Pearl. Here goes Pearl. 5-point lead, he needs to get it up. And the time expires. A frantic finish here in Croatia. Great entertainment for us and all the crowd here. But Croatia have prevailed. They have beaten Hungary. And Croatia wins 74-69. Just an excellent game of basketball, and just Hungary just couldn't quite get back into it. They took the lead briefly in the first half, but Croatia kept them at bay, and they get a massive win on their home floor. And they will go off to Lithuania on Sunday feeling that they can cause an upset. They need to win games. They're still down towards the bottom. They're still not in the qualification places. And Coach Angelovic must be really happy with his team, led, of course, by Miro Bilan. But some great performances by Bosniak, 17 points, Bilan with 22, Zubcic came up big with 10, and Rosic with 9, and there's the game stats. 50% from 2, 28% from 3 Croatia, 18 assists, 4 more than Hungary, 4 more rebounds, 6 more steals for Hungary. They played really well on the defensive end. At times, there was just, they really picked their moments, but Croatia were good the whole game defensively. Turnovers the same. And this has been a tough loss for Hungary. They were so close. And a very happy young man in the hands of Luka Babic. And his partner there, that's a great shot, great pictures. And it's so good for the crowd to be able to get so close to their heroes. And that is the biggest hero for Croatia tonight, Miro Bilan. Darren Gubbins, they're going to have to go and play the Netherlands at home on Sunday and try and get something out of that game. Here's the top scorers: Pearl, Voda, Allen for Hungary, Bilan, Bosniak for Croatia. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the Basketball Champions League. We'll show you some highlights now of the game. But there are games going on throughout the day and the evening and the early hours. We've got the FIBA Americas region, the FIBA Asia, FIBA Africa and FIBA Europe, which is what we've been watching obviously tonight. But there's games at all times of the day and evening and all covered livebasketball.tv. Do remember to download the World Cup qualifying app. It's got all the information you need, all the stats, all the stories, all the press conferences, all the highlights and all the full games as well. But it's been an excellent performance by Croatia. They go to 4 and 5. As do Hungary, so they're on the same win-loss now as Hungary. It's going to be so close for that third spot potentially if Italy continue to play well and win their games. So it looks as though it's going to be a race to the line for that third spot in this group. Only 3 teams qualify from each of the 4 groups, giving us 12 teams from Europe. But I hope you've enjoyed the game. I've certainly enjoyed bringing it to you. There's more basketball, more World Cup qualifying basketball all through the rest of today, right through until Monday evening. It's Graham Hiscock signing off, and we'll see you next time.